If I gave you $1,000 today and told you to invest it, where would you put it? A Roth IRA, a 401k, the S&P 500, Tesla, Nvidia, Bitcoin, real estate? The truth is that most Americans don't fail because they don't invest. They fail because they don't know where to invest. And that confusion becomes expensive, really expensive. Because while people spend years trying to find the perfect investment, the market keeps moving without them. Every year they wait, they lose something they'll never get back: time. In the last video, we talked about how much you should invest every month. The answer was simple, around 15% of your income. But now comes the question that actually stops most people. Where should that money go? Today, I'm going to show you the exact investing system used by millions of successful Americans. No complicated strategies, no stock picking, no day trading, no confusing financial jargon, just a simple roadmap that can take someone from their first paycheck all the way to retirement. Imagine two people, both earn the same income, both save the same amount, both want to become millionaires. But one person starts investing immediately, while the other spends 3 years researching. They watch videos, read articles, compare investments, and try to find the perfect strategy. 3 years later, they finally start investing. Here's the problem. The first person is already far ahead. Not because they're smarter, not because they picked better investments. They're ahead because they started. One of the biggest myths in personal finance is that success comes from finding the perfect investment. It doesn't. Success comes from consistency. The market rewards people who participate, not people who hesitate. The longer you wait, the more expensive that delay becomes. That's why your first goal isn't finding the perfect investment. Your first goal is building a system. Let's start with the easiest money you'll ever make: your employer's 401k match. If your company offers a match and you're not taking it, you're turning down free money. Imagine your employer says they'll match dollar for dollar up to 4% of your salary. That means if you invest 4% of your paycheck, they invest 4% too. Think about that. Where else can you get a guaranteed 100% return instantly? You can't. This is why the first investing rule is simple. Always get the full employer match. Every single time. Before individual stocks, before crypto, before anything else. Take the free money first. Because once you miss a match, you can never go back and recover it. After you've captured the company match, the next stop is usually a Roth IRA. This account is incredibly powerful, not because of what goes in, but because of what comes out. Normally, when investments grow, taxes become part of the story. But with a Roth IRA, qualified withdrawals in retirement are tax-free. Think about that for a moment. You could invest for decades, watch your money grow, and then withdraw it in retirement without paying taxes on those gains. That's one reason so many financial experts love Roth accounts. It's like planting a tree today and keeping all the fruit later. For many Americans, this becomes one of the most valuable financial accounts they'll ever own. Now we get to the question everyone asks: what investments should you actually buy? This is where things get interesting because most beginners think investing means finding the next Amazon, the next Tesla, or the next Nvidia. But history tells a different story. Most professional fund managers fail to consistently beat the market over long periods of time. Let me say that again. People whose full-time job is investing often fail to outperform the market. So what chance does the average person have? This is where index funds enter the picture. An index fund doesn't try to guess winners. It simply owns the market. When you buy an S&P 500 index fund, you're buying pieces of hundreds of America's largest companies. Technology companies, healthcare companies, financial institutions, consumer brands, industrial businesses. Instead of betting on one company, you're betting on American business itself. And historically, that has been a very powerful bet. People love complexity, but complexity often creates mistakes, more decisions, more emotions, more opportunities to panic. Imagine one investor owns 50 different stocks. Every morning they're checking prices, reading headlines, watching earnings reports, and stressing about every piece of news. Now imagine another investor who automatically buys the same broad market index fund every month. That's it. No drama, no guessing, no panic. 30 years later, which investor is more likely to stay consistent? Usually the second one. Because successful investing isn't about excitement, it's about endurance. The best investment strategy is often the one you can stick with for decades. So let's put everything together. Imagine you're earning $4,000 per month. You decide to invest 15% of your income. That's $600 every month. First, get the full 401k match from your employer. Second, fund your Roth IRA if you're eligible. Third, invest additional money in diversified, low-cost index funds. Then repeat the process month after month and year after year. No guessing. No market timing, no chasing trends, just consistency. Wealth isn't usually built through one giant decision. It's built through thousands of small decisions repeated over decades. Now, let's talk about the traps because there are plenty of them. Hot stock tips, social media gurus, get-rich-quick schemes, day trading, lottery-style investing. The financial world constantly tries to convince people that wealth should be exciting. But real wealth is usually boring, very boring. Most millionaires aren't sitting in front of 6 monitors trading stocks all day. They're following a system, investing regularly, ignoring the noise, and allowing time to do the heavy lifting. The market rewards patience far more often than it rewards prediction. If you remember only one thing from this video, remember this. Most wealthy investors don't have better information. They have better habits. That's it. They invest before they feel ready. They automate their contributions. They stay invested during good markets. They stay invested during bad markets. And they keep going. Because investing success rarely comes from intelligence alone. It comes from behavior. The people who win aren't always the smartest people in the room. They're usually the people who stay consistent the longest. So here's the simple millionaire blueprint. Get the employer match. Use a Roth IRA if you're eligible. Invest in diversified, low-cost index funds. Automate everything. Stay consistent. And give it time. That's it. No secret formula, no magic stock, no hidden strategy, just a system. And systems create wealth. If you found this video helpful, hit the subscribe button and join the $Sense USA community. And tell me in the comments, what's the first investment account you plan to open? A 401k, a Roth IRA, or a brokerage account? I'd love to hear your answer. And remember, the goal isn't to get rich next month. The goal is to become financially free for the rest of your life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.